Living a healthy, balanced life as a mom can sometimes feel impossible. With tiny mouths to feed, butts to wipe, and so many things vying for our attention, it can be easy to feel like we're in an on-again, off-again relationship with healthy living. But it doesn't have to feel this way. I believe every mom is a super mom, and you deserve to feel like one too, and you don't have to go on another diet to do it. Join me, Kristin Dovbniak, holistic nutritionist and certified intuitive eating counselor, for conversations on what it means to live a healthy, balanced life. I want to help you uncomplicate eating, improve your relationship with food, and live like the supermama I know you are. Hey friends, welcome back to the Healthy Balanced Mama podcast, and welcome to day 8 of the Healthy Mama Habits Restart. I'm Kristin Dovbniak, and for the first 10 days of the year, we are focusing on creating habits around the life we want to live in 2020. Each day, you can find me here on the podcast with a mini episode surrounding the topic of the day, as well as live at 2 p.m. Eastern in the private Facebook group and on Instagram, sharing deeper thoughts about that day's topic. So to join us in the Facebook group and get the worksheets that are attached to each one of these episodes, head to healthymamakris.com/habits. That's healthymama, M-A-M-A, Kris, Kris.com/habits to sign up for free just with your name and email. So let's dig in to today's topic. It seems as though everyone wants to make changes to their nutrition in the new year. Perhaps it's coming from overindulgence of certain types of food over the holidays or just food overall and the associated guilt with that. Or perhaps just like a general icky feeling after a series of weeks of eating an abundance of sweets or other foods that we might not typically enjoy on a daily basis. This is totally normal, and I am certainly not immune to the feeling myself. I can definitely also relate to the desire to get back on track in the new year. There's also nothing wrong with wanting to live a healthy, nourished life, but making it a part of your life and not letting the pursuit of health take over your life, as in the case of dieting, is all about the approach and the mindset around the change. And that's what I want to get at today and over the next few days of the challenge as we talk about meals. The style of nutrition I practice and counsel clients on is called intuitive eating. Rather than a set plan or program full of rules and eat this, don't eat that lists, intuitive eating encourages a diet-free, mindful approach to food based on your own innate hunger and fullness cues and the foods that you find satisfying. It focuses on tuning in rather than tuning out. It doesn't exclude nutrition, but it takes a gentle approach to nutrition based on simple principles for enjoying a healthier lifestyle without restriction. This approach, called gentle nutrition, is described in the intuitive eating book as making food choices that honor your health and taste buds while making you feel well. Remember that you don't have to eat perfectly to be healthy. You will not suddenly get a nutrient deficiency or gain weight from one snack, one meal, or one day of eating. It's what you eat consistently over time that matters. Progress, not perfection, is what counts. I couldn't have said it better myself. Gentle nutrition really throws away the rule book and focuses on the foods that make you feel the best. And yes, when you start tuning into your body, you will begin to crave nutrient-dense foods. This is a fear a lot of women I work with encounter. They think that if they give up the rules, if they stop following a specific plan, they're just going to want to eat all of the sweets and the treats and the chips. But as Resch and Tribole describe in the intuitive eating book, if you were to eat chocolate all day long, there's a very good chance you would experience the following physical feelings: nausea, heaviness, dullness, and so forth. The truth is, if you listen to your body, it doesn't feel good eating this way. Even kids exposed to gobs of Halloween candy don't want to indulge for long. Of course, there is a nutritional difference between eating an apple versus a piece of apple pie. But having a healthy relationship with food means you're not morally superior or inferior based on your eating choices. There's a big caveat with sharing all of this with you, though. And that is that as we start to dig into nutrition, as we start to talk about meals, I hope you understand that a healthy relationship with food needs to come before focusing on nutrition. Otherwise, the tips that I'm going to share, even about gentle nutrition over the next few days, can be very easily turned into their own set of rules. And it doesn't need to be this way, and it shouldn't need to be this way. So if you're still working through your relationship with food and you struggle with this rule-based mindset around food, consistent emotional eating or overeating episodes, or on-again, off-again dieting, I want to invite you to join us in the Supermama Society. The Supermama Society is my online group coaching membership program rooted in intuitive eating principles designed to transform your mindset around food, help you simplify nutrition, and tune into your body's wisdom when it comes to finding what works for you and your health long term. So you can head to supermamasociety.com to learn more. Registration is only open until January 13th. We only open it twice a year, so we can really get that group coaching approach and start to get to know each other and get to know me and really dig deep. And so it's closing until July to allow time for all of us to connect and grow in our journeys to becoming more positive, mindful eaters. So that being said, I hope you'll join us in the Supermama Society, but let's dig into the 3 facets to gentle nutrition. There are 3 main facets to gentle nutrition: variety, moderation, and balance. I'm sure you've heard these before. So over the next few days, I'll be sharing how you can incorporate these simple practices into your nutrition to boost your health without dieting. So for day 8, our first day talking about gentle nutrition, let's talk variety. I love variety as the first facet of gentle nutrition because it focuses on adding, not subtracting. You can easily add more variety to your meals and up the nutrition ante without taking anything away. This is so huge when we're really trying to make changes that last. When we feel restricted, it's really hard to maintain those changes and turn them into habits. There's a reason most of us desire to eat more than the same foods each and every day. Variety not only adds, pleasure to eating, but eating a wide variety of food is one of the best ways to ensure that we're getting adequate nutrition. I love the way Rachel Hartley and RD put it this way. Different foods contain different nutrients, so when we eat lots of different foods, not just a wide array of fruit and vegetables, but a wide array of proteins, fats, nuts and seeds, and carbohydrate sources, it protects against nutrient deficiency while ensuring nutritional adequacy and giving us plenty of disease-fighting phytonutrients. Many of us come from a place of dieting where things like fruits and vegetables can feel very diety, but when nutrition is approached from a place of self-care, adding in more veggies comes from a place of abundance. I want to feel good rather than I need to eat them. So a few examples of how this could play out in your life are adding in more veggies, maybe trying new cooking techniques. Rather than just eating plain steamed vegetables or raw vegetables, you can try roasting them. You can try mashing them. There's so many different ways you could enjoy eating vegetables. Satisfaction is really key here. You want to enjoy the food that you're eating. Even if you're trying to eat more healthy foods, they should still be joyful and pleasurable. It should be a really good experience, or else, again, it's not going to last. Another idea would be trying new nutrient-dense spices or flavor profiles. There's a ton of nutrients and phytonutrients in spices like turmeric or black pepper or cayenne pepper, cardamom. There's so many different spices that you might not have used before that you could use that will add a boost of nutrition and a different flavor profile. You could add in different forms of omega-3 fatty acids from either fish or nuts and seeds. You could add in different types of antioxidant-rich fruits that you haven't tried before. You could work on getting more fiber at meals for digestive health. You could add mineral-rich seeds like chia or hemp to salads or other dishes. Or you could just mix up the fruits, vegetables, proteins, fats, and grains that you eat. So I am going to leave this here for now, just as a few suggestions on how you could add more variety and just kind of put that bug in your ear of how variety can be a really important part of our intuitive eating journey and our nutrition journey. And I'm going to go in deeper in today's live at 2 p.m. Eastern on the Facebook group, the private Facebook group for this challenge, or on Instagram at Healthy Mama Chris. And I'll share some more practical ways to add more variety to your meals. And then you'll also have the opportunity to ask me questions if you have any of them. So I hope to see you in the Facebook group or on Instagram, and I'll be back here tomorrow. Thank you, friends, so much for listening to this episode of the Healthy Balanced Mama podcast. I truly hope it encouraged and inspired you today to live a healthier life without restriction. If you enjoyed this podcast, would you do me a huge favor and give it a star rating and review in iTunes? Every rating, review, and subscribe helps this podcast be seen and heard by more women who need to hear it. You can find me, Kristin, on Instagram and Facebook at Healthy Mama Kris, or on my website, healthymamakris.com. As a reminder, the information and opinions on this podcast are intended for information and inspiration only and are not a substitute for professional medical advice or treatment. Please consult with your healthcare practitioner before making any changes. See you in the next episode.